What if I told you one country saves almost half of everything they earn, while another saves almost nothing? In China, the average person saves 46 of their income. In America, usually 3 to 5%. That's not a small gap. That's a completely different financial future. But what shocked me the most was something I noticed the last time I was in China. Almost everyone I met used the same tiny money habit. It takes about 10 seconds a day, and strangely, almost nobody in the West does it. Anyway, I'll come back to that later. First, we need to understand why Chinese people save so much money. To understand why China saves so much, you have to understand why America doesn't. In the United States, the economy is built on consumption. After the Second World War, and the Great Depression, the government encouraged people to spend. Buying wasn't just normal, it was patriotic. Spending meant growth. Growth means strength. And that mindset never left. Today, everywhere you look, you're being pushed to consume. For example, 50% off, zero financing, buy now, pay later, upgrade, limited time offer. You are not encouraged to save. You're encouraged to swipe. And to that, the social pressure. Bigger house, newer car, better vacations, designer brands. It's not just about owning things, it's about keeping up. Keeping up with neighbors, with friends, with social media. And when status becomes the goal, that becomes normal. The system rewards spending. It normalizes monthly payments. It makes financing feel smart. But here is the problem. When a culture prioritizes appearance over reserves, savings don't grow. Payments do, and that's the real contrast. In China, saving money isn't just a habit, it's cultural. From a very young age, children are taught that money represents security, discipline, and honor. During Lunar New Year, kids receive red envelopes filled with cash, what's known as lucky money. But here's the important part. They are often encouraged not to spend it, but to save it. Saving is prized. Spending carelessly is not. Even the New Year greeting reflects this mindset. Instead of saying Happy New Year, many people say Gong Xi Fa Cai. It literally means I hope you get rich. Think about that. In many cultures, wealth is something you downplay. In Chinese culture, building wealth is seen as responsible, even admirable, because money isn't just about lifestyle, it's about protection. Protection from hardship, protection from your parents, protection for your future children. Historically, China went through famine, political instability, economic shifts. That collective memory shapes behavior. Money equals stability. And yes, money also equals status. Financial success signals discipline, capability, and long-term thinking. It increases respect. It increases opportunity. So, when you combine cultural pride, historical memory, and social recognition, saving money becomes more than financial strategy. It becomes identity, and identity is powerful. Now, here's where things get even more strategic. From the late 1970s until 2016, China enforced the one-child policy. Most families were limited to having just one child. That single policy changed financial behavior for an entire generation. First, parents only had one child to support. Not three, not four, one. That meant fewer daily expenses, but it also meant all hopes, expectations, and financial pressure were concentrated on that one child. Second, something else happened. Because of cultural preferences for sons, the population became heavily imbalanced, at one point reaching around 120 boys for every 100 girls. Now, think about what that creates. Competition. If there are more than women, standing out becomes harder, and in many cases, financial success became a key differentiator. Owning property, having savings, showing stability. Money became tied directly to opportunity. So, you had two forces working at the same time. Parents saving heavily for their only child's future, and young men saving aggressively to increase their chances in life. That's not just culture, that's strategy shaped by demographics. And demographics shaped behavior more than people realize. Now, let's talk about something even more powerful than culture or demographics. Fear. In the United States, most people grow up believing there's some kind of safety net. You have IRAs, Social Security, employer retirement plans. There is a system. Imperfect, yes, but it exists. In China, that safety net feels much thinner. There is a public pension system, but many people are skeptical about how sustainable it will be long term. An aging population, fewer young workers, more retires. That creates uncertainty, and uncertainty changes behavior. Healthcare can be expensive, education costs are rising, housing prices in major cities are extremely high. If you don't save, who will save you? There is no cultural expectation that the government will fully take care of you in retirement. So the mindset becomes prepare yourself, build your own caution, protect your own future, support your own parents. This creates a deep sense of financial responsibility at the individual and family level. It's not about early retirement or luxury freedom, it's about survival security. And when saving money becomes tied to survival, not just wealth building, discipline becomes non-negotiable. That's fear-based realism, and realism builds reserves. Alright, culture matters, demographics matters, fear matters, but none of that works without one simple system. Here's the real secret. Zero-based budgeting. It's not complicated, it's not flashy, it's not viral, it's discipline. The formula is simple. Income minus expenses equals zero. Now wait, that doesn't mean you spend everything. It means every single dollar has a job. You make 4,000 a month, you don't hope you save. You assign it. Rent assigned, food assigned, transportation assigned, investments assigned, emergency fund assigned, debt payments assigned. And yes, savings is treated like a mandatory expense, not optional, not if there is money left, planned. By the time you finish budgeting, your balance should hit zero because every dollar is working somewhere. Most people fail financially not because they don't earn enough, but because their money has no direction. It leaks, subscriptions, impulse buys, random upgrades, eating out without awareness. Zero-based budgeting forces honesty. You see the numbers, you face the habits, and you decide intentionally where your future goes. This is why it works. It removes randomness. It replaces emotion with structure, and structure creates control. Control creates savings. Saving creates power. That's the secret. Not magic, not genius, just total control over every dollar. And when you control your money, you control your future. Now, let's simplify this. If you want the practical framework, here it is. Rule number 1. Avoid luxury status traps. Most luxury purchases aren't about quality. They're about signaling. Cars, designer brands, flashy upgrades. They drain capital. Wealth whispers. Status screams. Choose wisely. Rule number 2. Live far below your income. If you make 5,000, don't build a 5,000 lifestyle. Build a 3,000 lifestyle. The gap between what you earn and what you spend is where freedom lives. Increase that gap aggressively. Rule number 3. Needs over wants. Be honest. Is it necessary or is it emotional? Invest in health, skills, tools, and stability. Be ruthless with impulse spending. Discipline compounds just like money does. Rule number 4. Eat at home. This sounds simple, but it's powerful. Restaurants, delivery apps, daily coffees, they quietly destroy margins. Cooking at home can save thousands per year without lowering quality of life. None of these rules are extreme. They are intentional, and intentional spending is what separates consumers from wealth builders. Most people think wealth is about earning more. It's not. It's about controlling what you keep. Income matters, but retention builds empires. Saving isn't boring. Saving is power. It's leverage. It's optionality. It's protection. It's freedom in slow motion. Anyone can spend. Very few can discipline themselves long enough to build reserves. And discipline equals freedom. If this video shifted your perspective even slightly, hit like, subscribe to Money Mike, and drop a comment. Are you a spender or like a builder? I'll see you in the next one.